everybody, welcome to Overcoming My Lung Disease. It's episode 107. Tiny P here, your humble host. And this week I want to talk about not getting sick and the positive effects that I'm only talking about for me. I can't talk about for anybody else because I'm talking about vitamins. And you know, as I say and I post in all my videos, everything I talk about is stuff that I test on myself. And you should always talk to a medical professional, see your doctor, and don't do anything without seeing them. So I just want to make sure I put that out there. So when I'm going to talk about stuff that I'm doing for me only, and it's vitamin C. And in the last couple of videos, you're starting to see I'm getting more and more into the music. I'm writing the songs, and I'm starting to play some gigs out. So what that means, it's great, but I'm around a lot of people. And in the flu season still happening here in New York, it didn't come to an end yet. And just, you know, it's always, you run the risk when you're around a lot of people. Everybody wants to hug you and kiss you and shake hands. And I'm learning how to elbow bump and maybe a fist bump. And I explain to them I'm the germaphobe. You know, it's like the Michael Jackson thing, but maybe he was right. But it's tough. I'm a kissy, huggy, feely kind of person all my life. So it's an adjustment that I have to make. So what I'm talking about today is getting that extra protection, that extra barrier to make myself not as susceptible to picking up colds and different things that are floating around outside. Because the surgeon that did my lung biopsy said, hey, you're going to be fine. Just don't get sick. My doctor said that too. I'm like, oh, great. Thanks. Nice joke. He's like, that's what's going to get you. And it's true. You know, when you have lung disease, we're very extra susceptible to picking up things that could easily turn into bronchitis and then pneumonia. And I had that once before, and I don't want to do that again. Your lung function goes down, and it's a real dangerous proposition. So I've been trying to load up on the vitamin C to protect myself. And what I've learned is that vitamin C, if you get to a certain level, it's called bowel tolerance. So this might sound nasty, but really what that means is if you go above bowel tolerance, you get diarrhea. Sometimes you get bad stomach cramps, but your body just gets rid of it. It excretes what it can't use. And it's not a large number for most people, especially for myself, to get to that level. So the studies I've been reading, I've been going crazy, just looking at the internet and talking to people and learning alternative medicine techniques. And I came across a whole bunch of studies that said there are people out there. In fact, my wife's uncle, he has a lot of money. He can afford this. He goes to the hospital once a week and he gets intravenous IV vitamin C. Pays for it. It's very expensive, but he can afford it. And it's in such doses that are way more than you can take as a supplement. And at those therapeutic doses, you can really start doing a lot of good for your body, as what I'm reading and what he tells me. And you can really get those effects. But the problem is, again, like I said, if you take it orally and you can't afford to get the IV, what do you do? And I came across a study that talked about let me see if I have this here. I'm sorry, liposomal vitamin C, and I'll explain that in a second. But the process is to get the vitamin C inside of you before the digestive system can get a hold of it. Because most of the time you're spending all this money on vitamins and you're really just kind of flushing them down the toilet, which is not what we want to do. So how do you get that to stay in your body at those levels that you can only get from an IV? And that's liposomal, the technique, and that's lecithin, that's wrapped, that's a fat, that's all our cells are made of, and that's what's produced with phosphatidylcholine. It's all throughout our body, and if you can wrap that as a carrier, the vitamin C inside of that, well then you could bypass the digestive system theoretically, and you can have the vitamin C directly absorbed in the small intestine, which by the way is, I believe, 2 or 3 times more powerful than an IV drip of vitamin C going into your bloodstream. So I was startled when I saw that. I'm like, wow. So I found the product and I've tried it and I love it. And it's, and I'm not endorsed by them or anything, lipospheric vitamin C. And that's that process where it's in a package, in a little packet. I get some water and I open this little packet up. And it's like a gel. And all those little liposomes, little bubbles are inside here. It's like a little gelatin. And that's the fat that goes through your system as a carrier. And inside those bubbles are the vitamin C itself. And you can spend a lot of money. I mean, this cost me $30 for a month supply, and that's just taking one packet for the day, and that's 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. The levels that I'm looking to put in my body for experimentation for myself is closer to 20,000. So that would be 20 packets. I'd be done with this in 1.5 days, 2 days. So I got this to try it. I noticed a really good effect on how I feel and the energy that I have, and I just don't have that chronic, I always have that sick feeling. Whenever it's cold out, I feel like I'm going to get sick. I hate that feeling. This knocked it out of my system. Then I learned you can make your own liposomal vitamin C. And what do? You need lecithin, and I got it from as powder derived from the sunflower. Because they make lecithin that you can derive it from soy, which actually, if it's not non-GMO, it's not good for your system, and it has a lot of estrogen and female hormones. And soy, they say, I'm not saying soy is bad, but I've been reading that you want to not have huge quantities on a regular basis of it. You should moderate that, and it should always be non-GMO and organic. But if you get it from the sunflower, it's a much better proposition. So this is pure powder. That's the fat. That's the lecithin. And I sent away for food-grade vitamin C from a cherry. Very, very strong bioflavonoids that will be really good for the system. But again, taking it by itself, it's going to come right out. So you take the vitamin C powder, which is on its way, coming, I think tomorrow it gets delivered. And you take the lecithin, you mix the lecithin in water, you mix the vitamin C in a separate area of water, mix them together in the blender, put them together then, mix them together, and you pour that solution into a ultrasonic cleaner. Now, this is getting crazy high tech. I'm a mad scientist. And that's really ultrasound. That's what you put jewelry and your rings, and it cleans everything with ultrasounds, and that's what all jewelry companies have. But there's a company, I bought this machine, it's coming tomorrow as well, that gives you a beaker and a little ring that holds it, and you can put that in the ultrasound machine, the ultrasonic machine. You put that mixture that I just told you about in there, and within a half an hour, it forms the little liposomes. And that lecithin encapsulates the pure vitamin C, and there you have it. You have a drink when you're done that is so potent that will go right through directly to the small intestine, not give you bowel tolerance issues, not give you diarrhea, directly where you want it the most, stronger than the IV. So that's what I can't wait to start making, because I really can't afford to keep doing it this way. Doing it that way, I mean, this was a couple of dollars, and sending away on Amazon was a couple of bucks for the vitamin C, and then I think it was like $89 for the maybe $99, something like that, for the ultrasonic cleaner. And I'll let you know in the future how that comes out. But once it's all made, you store it for up to a week in the refrigerator in a mason jar, and you can do it by the half a shot to a full shot. And you can do it as much as you want to the levels you're looking to achieve. And there's a whole scale to break down what you're putting in and how to figure out what levels you want to do. And I'm going to hit my body with that. I have nothing to lose, everything to gain. Again, it's just for me. I'm not recommending anyone go out and try this at all. See a doctor, see a healthcare professional. But this channel, I put it out there. I said, hey, I'm sick. I've got this lung disease. They say I'm terminal, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to fight for my life and to keep myself as healthy as possible. And I really am thankful that you guys have been along for the ride and watching me on my journey. Be it physical, be it mental, be it musical. It's just everything that's happening to me since I've gotten sick. Anyway, I think I've talked a long time on this, and I don't want to ramble anymore. I'm about, I think, 9 subscribers away from hitting the 400 mark. I'm really hoping I can hit that and go over that. That would be really cool. Working my way towards the 1,000 subscribers. So don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below. If there's any content or anything you want to talk to me about or want to see, don't hesitate to put that in the comment section, and we'll talk back and forth. A lot of people, we've been on the phone with each other all over the world. It's been a really cool ride. I love it. And don't forget to share the videos as well. So I'll see you guys next week. I am looking forward to opening up my package in the mail tomorrow and becoming that crazy mad scientist. And as I say in all my videos, never forget to live inspired.